House will come back to order. The House will come back to order. Mr. Clerk, would you ring the bell, please? Clerk will read the caption to a group of privileged resolutions.
Honoring the life and memory of James Garland Vance, Sr. Congratulating and commending Jennifer Wilson for receiving the 2021 Yellow Rose Nikki T. Randall Service Leader Award. Commending University System of Georgia Outstanding Scholars on Academic Recognition Day for 2021. Congratulating and commending Dr. Monica Parker for receiving the 2021 Nikki T. Randall Service Leader Award. Commending the first annual Yoruba Cultural Day virtual celebration in Georgia on March 27, 2021. Congratulating and commending Gwendolyn Stiegel for receiving the 2021 Yellow Rose Nikki T. Randall Service Leader Award. Congratulating and commending Hayes Automotive Group and recognizing and commending Leisha Johnson upon the grand occasion of her retirement. And for other purposes, that completes the reading of the privileged resolutions.
Is there any objection to the adoption of the privileged resolutions? The chair hears none, and the resolutions are adopted. We're going back to the rules calendar. We are going back to the rules calendar. We're going to today's first rules calendar. The clerk will read the caption to House Bill 428.
House Bill 428 by Representative Martin of the 49th and others to be entitled an act to amend Chapter 8 of Title 48 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to sales and use taxes so as to change certain definitions regarding such taxes. This bill item referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. That committee recommends that this bill do pass by committee substitute.
Chair recognizes Chairman Chuck Martin to present the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is a short bill. House Bill 428 seeks to make some changes to update American industrial classification codes for the high-tech sales tax exemption. So what you see on the first portion of the bill is just simply updating those codes to current years. We found out that this exemption is used by a number of companies, but there's not good reporting. So really all the bill does, besides changing those codes to update, is require on lines 46 through 54 some reporting so we know the value Georgia and Georgians are getting for this sales tax exemption. So If we approve this today, the credit will remain in place, and it will provide a transparent accounting for this exemption so that we can move forward and do this for this exemption and perhaps others. I'll stand for any questions, Mr. Speaker.
You have no questions.
I yield the well and ask for the favorable consideration.
Is there any objection to the previous question being ordered? The chair hears none. The previous question is ordered. Is there any objection to adopting the committee substitute? The chair hears none. The committee substitute is adopted. Is there any objection to agreeing to the report of the committee, which was favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of House Bill 428 will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, the clerk will lock the machines on the passage of House Bill 428. The ayes are 170, the nays are 0. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed. Clerk will read the caption to House Bill 317.
House Bill 317 by Representative Stevens, the 164th, and others, to be entitled an act to amend Article 3 of Chapter 13 in Title 48, the official code of Georgia Annotated relating excise tax on rooms, lodging, and accommodations, so as to revise the definition of innkeeper to include marketplace facilitators. This bill having referred to the Committee on Ways and Means, the committee recommends that this bill do pass by committee substitute.
Chair recognizes Chairman Stevens to present the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, House Bill 317 builds upon last year's marketplace facilitator legislation to improve the efficiency of collection of hotel motel taxes. As you might remember, the marketplace facilitator was on sales tax. This has to do with hotel motel taxes and the $5 hotel fee that it levels the playing field, if you will, between the short-term rentals and the hotels. Specifically, House Bill 317 does the following things. It defines an innkeeper, which is an entity required to collect and remit hotel motel taxes, to include the marketplace innkeepers like the VRBOs and the Airbnbs that facilitate lodging and accommodation transaction. Mr. Speaker, this also is, these taxes, these hotel motel taxes, are taxes, again, that are currently due and sometimes not collected by the owners. Again, these taxes are currently due and owed, but sometimes not collected. This, Mr. Speaker, also adds the $5 fee. The hotel, as you might know, the hotels have been talking about this since we put it in. Levels the playing field. If you use one of these VRBOs, you're going to collect the $5 fee as well, unless you're a long-term renter, 30 days or more. You're exempt from both. Based on the fiscal note this, from 448 last session, the bill would collect approximately $30 million in annual state, annual county, and city hotel motel taxes. And again, these taxes are currently owed and sometimes not collected. Mr. Speaker, I'll answer any questions if there are. This is a field leveling position for these short-term rentals that are to be treated exactly like our hotels, which have been asking us for the longest to do this. So I'll accept any questions if there are any.
Do not appear to have any questions. Is there any objection to the previous question being ordered? The chair hears none. The previous question is ordered. Is there any objection to adopting the committee substitute? The chair hears none. The committee substitute is adopted. Is there any objection to agreeing to the report of the committee, which was favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, the clerk will lock the machines on the passage of House Bill 317. The ayes are 147, the nays are 22. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed. Clerk will read the caption to House Bill 534.
House Bill 534 by Representative Bonner, the 72nd and others, being entitled an act to amend Article 2, Chapter 11, and Title 16 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated, relating to offenses against public order, so as to provide for the offense of promoting illegal drag racing and laying drags. This bill having referred to the Committee on Public Safety and Homeland Security, that committee recommends that this bill do pass by committee substitute.
Chair recognizes Representative Bonner to present the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This evening I rise to present House Bill 534. This bill seeks to address the activity of drag racing and laying drag, both of which are currently criminal offenses. Even as recent as this weekend, the Georgia Department of Public Safety and Atlanta Police Department went after this illegal activity over the weekend. They issued in excess of 89 citations, 2 felony arrests, 9 pursuits, and multiple injuries. So it's definitely an issue that we've seen on the rise over the last several years. Law enforcement came to us and asked for another tool in order to combat this, and that was going after the folks that actually organized this activity. So House Bill 534 adds the additional offenses of promoting or organizing an exhibition of illegal drag racing or laying drag, and reckless stunt driving. The penalties are set forth in the bill and are very similar to our DUI penalties. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I'll be happy to stand for any questions.
You do not have any questions.
Thank you. I'd ask for favorable consideration, and I yield the will.
Is there any objection to the previous question being ordered? The chair hears none. The previous question is ordered. Is there any objection to adopting the committee substitute? The chair hears none. The committee substitute is adopted. Is there any objection to agreeing to the report of the committee, which was favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, the clerk will lock the machines. On the passage of House Bill 534, the ayes are 130, the nays are 39. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed. Okay, the House is going to be at ease here just for a few minutes till we get the new supplemental rules calendar in and the bills. I'm told it should be here momentarily.